Hey everybody, it's Jeff with ID10T Garage and we're back working on the 71 Torino. In this week's episode, we're going to go ahead and start removing everything from the driver's side. We're going to get everything cleaned up and we're just going to focus on getting that torque box ready so we can start welding in new pieces. So we're really going to do that, probably work on the tunnel a little bit more, remove some more flooring, clean up rockers, do all sorts of things in preparation, to get that new floor in. But we gotta get our structure in there first, and there's a lot of metal work to do, just like on the passenger side. So let's get to it.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stop.
Hey everybody, we're back out here. About to start draining the gas tank on this thing so we can get these fuel lines off. So this is probably going to be messy. We will see. I'm hoping I have less than a half a tank. The last time I filled this car up, I put about 30 bucks in it. I was seeing at about a half a tank from what I remember. But my fuel gauge doesn't work anymore. So I really have no fucking clue. So I'm just hoping it's low. But we'll find out.
Two hours later.
All right, it took a lot longer than expected. Obviously, I am not going to show you guys all that crap because no one wants to watch my gas tank empty for 2 hours. But, as you can see, I got the fuel lines off the rail. I also went ahead and removed the line that goes through the wheel well and up to the fuel pump. So I've got some cat litter down for a couple spills, and we're gonna call that a night, just simply because we need to get that gas all cleaned up and the fumes so we don't catch anything on fire. But all right, we'll see you later. All right, everybody, we're back out here now. We can actually start getting to work on the torque box on the driver's side. So I'm going to start removing all the nasty rot that's on it. I'm not exactly sure what's there. It looks like there's a couple layers, so I'm going to have to kind of sort through it. So we're just going to start busting off the sheet metal pieces that we can find and see what's there, really. So let's do it. Alright, we got the bottom piece off there that was welded in as a patch, and as you can see, this is pretty much what we've got left of the original torque box. So I'm gonna have to cut right there. I'm just gonna have to be real careful because it looks like this is where the bracket is that goes to that. Interestingly enough, trying to figure out if there's supposed to be a bottom part to that plate or not, because as you can see right through that. So pretty sure a plate will have to go all the way across on this bottom section. That's probably where the torque box bottom was originally, so this flat probably goes across there. But either way, we're about to cut this piece out because it doesn't look like much is left of it, and we'll see what we got from there. Alright, so we got the bottom out of the torque box. There's a little bit in the back that's rotted away. I still got to do some cleanup over here on the one side to kind of free up the areas where the torque box is attached. So I still have that to do. I might even work on the top. I don't know if I'm going to cut that out or just trim it to where I patch it. But I also went ahead and started getting the rest of the floor edge that was double layered and, you know, pretty much welded in there really bad. So cleaned that all up and got most of that off. So we're still going to have to, you know, clean it up really good. I mean, I'm going to have to take the angle grinder to it and smooth it all out and so on and so forth. But we're getting there. Alright everybody, we're back to work. About to go work on that driver's side torque box some more. Start grinding some stuff smooth, probably more metal removal. I think we're going to go ahead and try to remove some of that metal on the little section of the frame rail, I guess it is. See if we can get that little top part off of there where it's rotted out a little bit, and just remove more stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get to work on that, and maybe if we have time, we'll start fitting some metal. So we'll see. Alright, we got some cleanup done. I got the plate off the top of this. I cut this side bracket off to clean it up. I cut the side angle piece that was right here and got it off. Then I removed the other patches, which is that big ass hole there and part of the kick panel as well. So I'm gonna have to fab some stuff up there. So there's still a lot of cleanup to do, but I got most of all the patchwork off. I need to get my angle grinder out and do some cleanup on that bottom edge and just start cleaning in general to make sure no more holes show up and just clean up these nasty welds that were there. So, but progress is being made. Alright guys, I went ahead and took my flap disc, cleaned up those areas, cleaned up this side pretty decently. I had some more I needed to remove off here, so I busted that all off. I went ahead and cut out some more of the transmission tunnel. So we're getting things done. I mean, obviously there's a lot. I've went ahead and did all my measurements and messaged my buddy because I'm going to have him bend me up a nice piece of 14 gauge to replace this torque box area. So I'm going to go ahead, even though somewhat solid back here, I'm going to replace that whole piece all the way up to here, to that little area. So we'll get that all replaced. I'm going to get he's going to bend some lips up for me too. That way we can, you know, get the exterior lip structured up properly, and then I'll have to get that kick panel and patch it as well. But we're getting there, slowly but surely, and I'll just have to wait for that piece to figure out exactly what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to have to put a piece of structure in here just because I don't want to remove all of that without something in there to make sure we don't have any shifting and it collapsing on us. So I'll probably do that as well. But hey, we're making progress. You know, big holes everywhere, slowly but surely. But it's probably going to be a day because I got to go deal with adult things. My plumbing went shitty in my house, so I have a big mess in the house from where the plumbing basically burst in my house and all that good stuff. So I get to go deal with that disaster, wait on the plumber and figure out what's going on there. So hey, we're back out here about to get to work on the Torino. What we're gonna do today is basically clean up for the most part. There's a lot of cobble weld on the top of the rocker panel towards the lip where they really had the new panels they patched in, and it's really bad. I've been cutting myself up. I got a nice little Zorro scar that I'm calling it. So I just lean over and you just cut yourself pretty bad. So I'm gonna have to fix that real quick. And then we'll probably cut away some of the toe board underneath the gas and brake pedals just to get that, you know, more in line with our new toe board is gonna go. And plus to expose the torque box top a little bit more. That way we have more room to work with. So that's what we're doing. Let's go. Alright, we got a bunch cleaned up. I got this edge cleaned up and flattened out so I'm not cutting myself on it all the time anymore. Started breaking down all the spot welds on the frame rail. Got the more stuff off the tip of it. I also welded in this 1x1 piece just for a little bit of structural piece for when I remove this back part of the torque box and firewall area. So just in general, got some cleanup done and took away a little bit more of the toe board over here behind the gas pedal and all that. So, but yeah, pretty much just some small little things to keep it going and making progress. So, hey, thanks everybody for tuning into this week's episode. We got a lot of work done towards that torque box. I'm waiting for my buddy to give me my new piece for the bottom. He's fabbing it up for me, which is going to be a little bit better than the last one because I was able to get more, you know, in there and really see what I needed. A lot more, you know, bends on it and so on and so forth. And plus, there's a little bit more that needs to be replaced on the driver's side. A lot of it was structurally sound, but there's some higher up parts that are rusted out, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove the whole rear section of that torque box and just replace it with all new metal. Then I also got to do the kick panel. It's going to have a patch there. We cleaned up the rockers and did a bunch of work. You know, we got that fuel system out, so we don't have to worry about blowing anything up. So, you know, it is what it is, and we'll continue working on that next week. It's just a matter of, you know, getting those pieces and starting to weld everything in and get things ready to go. So I'm getting excited. Before long, hopefully in the next couple weeks, we'll be able to start trying to fit that floor. So in the meantime, like, subscribe, comment, watch my other videos, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping out.